Breaking news: Nigerians should blame themselves for subsidy removal. APC has said we should blame ourselves for subsidy removal. The removal of fuel subsidy by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu say make we use our hand blame ourselves. Guys, this is so unbelievable. The National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Felix Moka, said what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did was to implement what the law stipulated. He argued that the Petroleum Industry Act, passed the law by the National Assembly, cancelled payment of subsidy, where he explained that Nigerians failed to speak to their representative in the National Assembly against passing the PIA. So, speaking on Arise TV on Wednesday, Felix Moka stated that what President Tinubu did was to permit the law. So, we should blame ourselves for subsidy removal, because what has happened is not a function of politics or a proclamation by the president. It is a function of the law. The Petroleum Industry Act (PIA) eliminated the system of subsidy as we knew it under the former administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Now, as of signing into law of the PIB, petroleum subsidy was gone, meaning that Nigeria, this new government that Tinubu succeeded, there is no provision for subsidies. So what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu simply did on his inauguration day was to communicate what the law had declared, that it was not Tinubu's fault. Nobody should blame Tinubu. Moka explained that the subsidy was also unsustainable, where he noted that the problem was that Nigerians have become dependent on fuel subsidy against international practice, but refused to call their National Assembly's representative to order. The APC spokesperson noted that NNPC did not completely remove fuel subsidy to avoid a complete shutdown of the economy. That what they did was that there was no budget for the subsidy. There was no provision for subsidies. So NNPC just did one or two things to find a way that they won't make the burden so much on Nigerians. Now, I call out to the APC. What sort of statement is this? They are saying that it's not Tinubu's fault that the subsidy was removed. They are saying that there is no fuel subsidy. They are also saying that the NNPP is somehow paying subsidies. All in one statement. What is really going on? What is going on with the APC? They would do everything possible to justify their failure, their incompetence whatsoever. I know Felix Moka is a defender of Tinubu's policies. Yes, we know. He has come to defend the bad choices that has been made under this administration. But one thing we note is that nothing lasts forever. At some point, all these things will come to an end, and it will be a history. This is the same fuel subsidy that Tinubu fought Jonathan back then, when Jonathan tried removing subsidy. How much were we buying fuel back then during Jonathan's administration? 94 naira, 90 naira per litre. When Jonathan tried to remove fuel subsidy, the likes of Tinubu and others revolted. They protested. Now, Tinubu's administration, he said it is his turn to rule, so nobody can question him. Immediately remove the fuel subsidy. They know that, in fact, everything evolves around that crude oil. Our Nigerian economy revolves around that petroleum, because even to the common man on the streets, you need fuel. Those people that are doing transport business, they need fuel. And every business sector, they thrive on fuel. They rely on fuel, since our electricity is not something we can even boast of. Most businesses rely on petroleum, on fuel. So what is really going on? How is it the fault of Nigerians in this matter? We just woke up one day, unfortunately the day was Tinubu's inauguration, and everybody, those that attended the inauguration, and all of a sudden the president came out, instead of addressing the people on list or giving his policies or making promises that yes, we know that they won't keep. They said subsidy is gone. And those that went to the inauguration, unfortunately for them, they did not get, they did not see a bus to go back to their various houses because the transport hiked within few hours. So what is going on? Why is it that the APC are always fond of playing this blame game? They're always looking for who to blame for their bad policies. This is the height of insensitivity, I must say. This is the height of insensitivity. Blaming the masses for the choices made when they were not there. And Nigerians, were they aware that look at what's happening? They were not aware until Tinubu made that declaration. Although some people had been speculating that Tinubu would make that declaration on that day, but nobody anticipated that it would be too soon. Nobody. So what is going on? How can we survive in this country whereby the government blames the people for their actions, the government blame the masses for their inactions, for their policies, and how the policies has affected the masses in a negative way, not even in a positive way. And all they get to do is to shift blames on other persons, refusing to take up responsibility for the damage they've done and how it has affected the economy, even to the common man on the street. And they play this blame game on Nigerians. And all we have to do is just we fold our arms and we watch as these things keeps on happening, again and again. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? Now let's take reactions from Nigerians. There is nothing you people will not use as an excuse to justify your gross incompetence. Now wow. Felix Moka, Nigerians know that you are a Tinubu defender on bad politics. Why not talk of Tinubu's failed promises to repair the Warri and Port Harcourt refinery that he promised Nigerians he will complete by this year? Blame those that think Muslim tickets will solve their problems. You cannot be in APC and still have sense. No, those things does not work together. Okay, guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. They said they signed it to law. So who passed it to law? So many questions being raised. I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.